Okay. So I'm about to go into a truth. So if you're not here for the truth, I don't know what to say. Truth is the truth between the Picasso and the Mona Lisa. See, artists will tell you. I mean, like artists and art galleries, they'll tell you, "Oh, look at what she can do, and look at what the Mona Lisa can do. Cause it can watch you no matter where you go. 55 on the clock. It can, I mean, hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some V in it. I'm a little irritated about this subject because I'm an artist. The thing is, it's like saying Mozart, Sebastian Bach didn't write every inch of that symphony. Picasso painted every inch, every cinch of that art. The only thing that Mona Lisa did was stand there. Okay, so how many of you have been to one of those places where the guy is standing there and he's naked and you can paint them? So it's like saying he's part of the art, which I don't know how standing there naked is part of the art. Unless you swifted or swaddled or shook or toggled the paintbrush. That sure is super amazing. The art is not part. I mean, the person is not part of the art. I mean, how many other people could be in that part? The reason that the Mona Lisa is even popular in the art is because Picasso made it. If Picasso wouldn't have made the art, then Mona Lisa wouldn't have been part. She would have been a queen. I'm sorry. That had nothing to say in her time. I can't say that Mona Lisa wasn't like famous for anything else, but it was her most famous accomplishment in letting Picasso paint for her. And let me just put it like this: Picasso painted for her. And that was the most important part of herself. I don't want to take the glory from anybody. That's not it. That's not what I'm saying. I want to take glory from anyone. Oh God, never. But Picasso could have painted just about anyone else. And he could have still made it just as amazing. It takes two to stand. Hi, Kate. How you doing, sweet love? It takes two to stand in a two-person party. Picasso and Mona Lisa. But it could have been Picasso and kind of anybody, really. He's an amazing artist. That's what he's known for. His art stemmed beyond her. I'm doing excellent. Thank you, sweet love. His art could have stemmed well beyond her. Thank you, sweet. I appreciate you, Kate. He could have done anything, anyone. He was Picasso. He was a painter. 555. He could have changed any time he wanted to. Five's the number of change. He could have done anyone. He was the true miracle of it all. She was just the prodigal. Is that right? No, he was the prodigal. She was the stimulus. Hiroshima, hi baby. He was a stimulus. She was a stimulus. And Picasso was the maker. How can you take the maker of this beautiful art, this sensuality, this totality, and then give it to Mona Lisa, the person that just kind of stood there with a smile and could look at you in any direction you moved in the painting, and this Picasso made it that way. That's what I'm saying about you. You are the Picasso of your own life. That's the point. You can make your life into anything you want to. What if no matter what direction you moved, you can still see yourself? That is how you get to open your mind, your body, your soul. And see yourself in everything. Good, bad, or ugly. Wonderful, great, or awesome. Everybody has skeletons in their closet. But everyone has greatness too. And the one thing that the skeletons can't take is the greatness in you. That's why I do these videos, is to let you know that there is so much greatness in you that you haven't opened up yet because somebody said you can't, or couldn't. Let somebody tell me what I can't do. I don't know. Something about me and in me it's fueled by it. It's like gasoline. I'm already burning fire. I'm a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarian. Let somebody tell me I can't be a singer, writer, artist, have 3 YouTube channels, and then also, go work a 9 to 5 and do all of this stuff, and then have a dog in my house and clean my house and do everything else, and then still be my dang own self and come here and do this at night. Let somebody tell me I can't be everything. I dare you. If it's between what I can do and your ass, then your ass is exchanged. I am the fire in myself, fire, flame. You don't have to be a fire sign to do this either. You just have to embrace that fire energy in you. Look up your birth chart. See where your fire is. And burn that bitch. When I really want something from God, Source, Universe, you know what I do? I burn it. I'm a fire sign. If you're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, write it on a piece of paper and throw it in the air and let it float until it can't float no more. If you're a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, put it in the water and let all the words of it disintegrate into the water. If you're a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, put what you really want. Bury it into the earth. 144, that's how God hears you the most. This is what I really, 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 really want. I really, really want it. I'm going to repeat that. Aquarius, Jesus. Excuse me. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Write it on a piece of paper. Wait till the windiest day and let it go like a kite. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Write it down on a piece of, which I don't look. I'm gonna tell you something. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Their wishes get fulfilled every once in a while because it's not that windy all the time. I don't give a fuck. Okay, 13 on the clock. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's water everywhere. You can put a water, if you really, really want it, you can put it into a lake, an ocean, collect water in a jar and put it in there. Let it float until the words are soaked into the water. And that is when the angel source universe knows that I mean it. I mean, it's kind of like a witchery smell, but it's not. It's the only thing I actually do that's literally outside the norm of normal religion, other than this and reading tarot. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hey, babies. Look, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you have a dream or wish of yours that hasn't come true yet, write it down on a piece of paper and set that bitch on fire. A control fire. Like, have like a control jug that once it's on fire, you set it in and let it burn all the way, or best do it out in nature. And there's not like a burn ban. You can go out in nature like at a park or somewhere. Park in an area of nature. You can do that as well, 15:15 on the clock. And burn it there on like the pavement in an area of nature. And that's a way of manifesting. Don't do dark magic. Like, don't say I want such and such to come back to me. I literally had somebody say that to me once. When I do witchery, I go through my witch books and I find some magic that'll make such and such come back to me. Yeah, they're gonna come back. Still ain't gonna be what you want it to be. Because what's gonna happen is 1616. If it doesn't come from God Source Universe, it's going to be unnatural. And when that unnatural source comes back to you, when that natural source comes back to you, here comes the karma of creating against nature. That's all I gotta say. 1655. So then that was an Aquarian that said that to me. That was kind of really weird to hear. She told me, she said, I literally, I lit my candles and wrote a spell for somebody to come back to me. 1717. That's what 1717. Okay. I literally wrote a spell for somebody to come back to me, and then I lit candles, and then I did all this other weird shit. Can I ask you a question? I said to her, is that why, I don't know, you live in unhappy? Every time I speak to you, you're complaining. And every time I try to help you do something about it or tell you to do something about it, you like it. You don't want to do nothing about it. I quit. If you want to stay in your unhappiness, whoever just came in, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please like before you leave if you are here to stay. Please enjoy the rest of the video. If you're I understand that my videos, people don't like to hear. I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. Dog ass. Dog the fuck ass. I'm gonna tell you the dog ass truth. I don't need no cards to tell you this. I don't need a card to tell you this. I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? This is earth magic. This is from the earthly realm. This is from the ground up. You want the ground up? Or you want the keep toggling in between? This is the ground up. How the heck you telling me you doing magic against someone else? You doing witchery against someone else. And it ain't a prayer for goodness. It's a prayer for self-ishness. I want him to come back. I want her to come back. The true pair, all you can do is ask. 2020 on the clock. All you can do is ask. If you do witchery for them to come back, good luck for you. 12-2033. Good luck. That's force fed. I'm gonna force feed you my ass. And guess what? It's not gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna last. Because out of your spell that you cast, somebody has to wake up. You don't cast a spell on somebody. There's like different kinds of spells. There's spell of thought. Those are like the weakest ones. It's like, I hope someday you get shot with Tommy guns. That shit don't work. It like hardly ever like actually comes true. 2144. Hardly actually. So yeah, your words suck as fuck. Because some days it do. But the realism of it all is 90% of the time it don't. 2202 on the clock. It don't. Because what you say, like vocally and in your thoughts, that can be counteracted with a return to sender spell. Then your ass is in trouble. Because then it comes back to you like 4 times, 7 times. It's like breaking a mirror. So you put a mirror up and then you break a mirror. That's what spells are, a mirror of yourself. Self-reflection. What you don't like about them, you don't like about in yourself. Do 2244. Because you're so insecure that you don't like that they're this way. And they are actually willing to come back, which means they don't like that you're this way. But they're still saying, which is like, what do you call it? Codependency. I'm dependent on what you like about me. You're dependent on what I like about you, but I'm dependent on what I hate about you. And you're dependent on what you hate about me. Codependency. But I'm also dependent on what we love about each other. Or that we do. But when I shine a light on it, I'm telling you something. The devil energy is what it brings. If you don't come as one whole person, and they don't either. I don't know if I'm using this connotation correctly, but I'm going to say it. If you come in adversity versus diversity, then no one can love each other for that diversity. 24-33. Which means I love you for our similarities, but I also love you for our differences. And if our similarities and our differences create arguments, and I'm in and out in a place that I want that. Because it's the difference between me being a Picasso and you being a Mona Lisa. We're both famous for the same thing. But 25, how do we coincide creatively if, I don't know, we're different in the same way? This is Ace of Wands to Hierophants. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to donate if you want to my time back. No one's donated so far, so I'm not even gonna put y'all on a pedestal. Y'all all bull BSing. But I'm not really in for that. Like I said, I'm not about that. Like, all of you aren't in the same situation, but I'm not really about that. I really just kind of want to send out my message because God said to me, He said, you're meant to be a speaker. So I'm speaking. I'm doing the best I can do. So I'm just going to sit here and talk to you and let you grow and light incense and candles. Don't be a Picasso and Mona Lisa. They both die in the end. Kind of just like the Shakespeare play. They kind of both die in the end. Love yourself first. And then someone will know how to love you because you will not accept anything less 24 than what you already give yourself.